Check this shit out, y'all. Free motherfucking latte because of a screw up. I'm gonna give it to my manager, Keon. Because he's black and they always take the free shit. I mean, who wouldn't take the free shit? Black, white, yellow, purple, green, magenta. I really wanted to take it just because of that whipped cream. But, I got my usual, though. Getting the usual is always very important, you know, because you have to become like one of those people that they can predict. You know, they'd be like, oh no, she always gets the large iced coffee with extra cream, extra sugar, and blueberry. And people think it's crazy because, like, normally I drink black coffee, in case you haven't noticed. My coffee is pretty motherfucking dark, man. Pretty motherfucking dark. And yet, whenever I go to my sanctuary, I always get it light and sweet. Because it just tastes like a fruity caffeinated dream. It's a little different. I get excited about it though. I get really excited. So, I brought this avocado. Now, much to the Vortex's dismay, I'm not going to cut it on the interstate because the interstate is unpredictable. You just never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to try to cut in front of you. Whose crappity crap might, you know, fly out of their motherfucking truck bed. You just never know. So, because there's so much unpredictable stuff that happens on the freeway, I'm going to refrain from cutting my avocado. I know. I'm gonna have to wait. But, you're just going to have to wait. You guys like The Princess Bride? It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's very, very funny. It's also really cheesy. It's got a lot of cheesy moments in it. Like there's a scene in the movie where the two main characters fall into well, the main character, Buttercup, who's a fucking dumb bitch as far as I'm concerned, but you can call me sexist all you want, but she's fucking stupid. Anyway, she falls into this quicksand in the the part of what's it called? Not the pit of despair, but oh my god, I hate being a former pothead because I can't remember diddly squat. The fire swamp. That's right, the fire swamp. So yeah, she falls into the quicksand of the fire swamp, and then of course Wesley goes in after her because, you know, he's the knight in shining armor. He's her lover. He's her soulmate. He's her, you know, whatever the fuck. And he goes in after her, and they're in the quicksand for like, I don't know. I don't think they're in there for even 7 seconds because it would have been like too much time. People would have lost interest, you know. I mean, I think you guys know that everybody's attention span is, but yeah, so they're in the quicksand for like a few seconds. I'm sure in reality it would be like minutes and then they would die. But they both come out of the quicksand and they play this really fucking cheesy music and they both go, and it's really lame. It's the cheesiest part of the whole fucking movie, right? Well, that's how I felt when I turned 28. Okay? So that's good delivery, right? It's really good delivery. You'd only get that if you're familiar with A, The Princess Bride, and B, The 27 Club. So, as you guys probably know, if you're smart, the 27 Club is like the group of artists and beatniks and, you know, bullshitters that all fucking died when they were 27 years old because of their hard knock life. It was really hard knock life, but it's just a hard life partying and drinking way too much and being really, really selfish and self-centered. I mean, everybody's selfish and self-centered in some kind of way, you know? So I don't really think it's that big of a deal to like die of like alcohol poisoning or drug addiction or what have you, you know? So many people will die of like cardiovascular disease because they don't take care of themselves, or, you know, they'll die of a heartbreak in 2020, or they'll die of a heartbreak for like any fucking reason. I think that people will eventually end up killing themselves because they don't know how to deal with anything. And so all the anxiety that they give themselves for like stupid ass reasons, like a motherfucker's tweets, I mean, I really feel like social media, and not in relation to politics, but just social media is, I think it was designed just to like kill people off, man. Survival of the fittest, you know? And a lot of people are just not fit. And these are the people that are completely addicted to their phones. These are the people that like can't stop looking at social networking sites. These are people that constantly take pictures of themselves and have no self-awareness. These are people that have no idea what's going on, and all they talk about is what they think is going on. And I know what you're thinking, Vortex. Well, isn't that you? No, it's not. I hardly ever go on social networking sites. Jesus Christ, every once in a while I'll go on the shitter just because I find it interesting. It is an interesting website. If it were just smart people that used it, it'd be fucking great. But unfortunately, most of the people that use it are pretty stupid. And yes, I do think that Trump supporters are pretty fucking dumb, by the way. They're dumb because they just have this blind support for this motherfucker, and they don't really look into it. And that's not very smart. So, you really can't trust anybody, though. Like, there's a very low chance that people do what they say they're gonna do. It's just, I find the motherfucker in office more reliable. You can just call him the motherfucker in office. Don't say his name again. I'm sick of hearing his name, okay? I'm sick of calling him the motherfucker in office. But I mean, he's done, you know, the stuff that he said he was gonna do. And yeah, like, it might be other people writing the bills, and I mean, yeah, he's just signing them shit, but like, he said he was gonna do something, but he did it. So like, that's more reliable than like a lot of other people that say they're gonna do shit and then they do the opposite of that shit that they say they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like Ronald Reagan, for example. Fuck that motherfucker. Yeah, but it's so ironic. It's weird that you support Mr. President when you don't support Ronald Reagan. Well, Ronald Reagan didn't even support his own policies, man. He wanted to act like he was going to shrink the government and just expanded it and tripled our fucking, what do you call it? National debt? That's right. Expanded the fucking federal government and created all these new agencies and like the VA. And fucking seatbelt law, motherfucking seatbelt law. I didn't know this. See, this is why I love the internet, because like I could look stuff up. It's very dangerous what you look up though, because like everything's biased. So it's like if you go on a conservative site, of course it's going to say things that go along with the right. If you go on a liberal site, of course it's going to say things going along with the left. So you really have no idea. And you can look at it from an economic perspective, but then you have economic liberals and economic conservatives. So what the fuck, man? That's why it's imperative to stay in the middle. I'm gonna remain right the fuck here. Anyway. Yeah, so, the camera hasn't moved though, man. The camera has remained steadily strapped in like a child. Yes, Vortex, I'm treating you like a child. If you were my child, I would make sure you were buckled the fuck up, except for all those times I let you fall. Which were quite a few. Like, if I were the actual mother of you, Vortex, you'd probably be dead. You'd probably have a brain hemorrhage by now. And I'd probably kill myself right OD or some shit. I'd probably go back to drinking. But, luckily you're not an actual child, you're just a camcorder. And, you're still alive. Man, oh man, oh man. Keon said yes. He is at work. He's excited that I'm coming in. He's always excited to see my purty face. Mainly it's my purty work ethic. It's not really purty, it's actually the opposite. It's a very dirty work ethic. Like Mexicans. Mexicans are very dirty, but they get shit done. By the way, I've been changing my mind on the wall. I don't think it's gonna work. You already said that, man. I did already say that. But you know, talking to my friend who's an immigrant, he was telling me, you know, this is a big fat lie. Them saying that like all these immigrants are gonna vote. Because if an immigrant's illegal, they're gonna freak the fuck out. They're not gonna vote. They're not gonna show up to the DMV or the voting ballot or whatever the fuck to vote because they're gonna be so scared to get deported. Which makes sense, actually. Because if you think about it, I mean, where do you think ICE is gonna be if they know that like illegals can vote? Like if they sit outside of voting ballots and they can catch all these illegals and deport them and shit. Personally, I think that's really stupid. Once again, fucking Reagan, amnesty, all that bullshit. Don't you hate it, man? Don't you fucking hate it? I still blame Woodrow Wilson, though. One for like Woodrow. That's a cool name, though. We'll say that. At least he had that going for him. Cool ass name. But you know, we wouldn't have this Federal Reserve. So, fuck Woodrow Wilson. Is it Woodrow? Woodrow. I think it's Woodrow. I'm surprised people didn't make fun of his name, like, in their, like, anti-Woodrow campaigns. Just in relation to, like, you know, a hard-on. It's like, Woodrow gives me a hard-off. See, that's only funny if, like, you know, it's actually not funny at all. I am texting, even though I'm not supposed to. As long as it's out of sight. Like, really, the only time a cop can pull you over is if they see you with the phone. And if they pull you over, they like if the phone is like in your lap or if it's in the passenger seat or whatever the fuck, and they see that you're using it, then they can hold it against you. But you're a sneaky motherfucker. You can get away with it. Yeah, dude. So I've actually been using my phone more since this new law has taken effect. Because that's how much I hate the government, and that's how much I say, fuck you, man, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Cause like, rules don't work with me, man. I just figure out a way around them. And like, that's the libertarian way. You just find a way to make it work for yourself. You find a way to get away with what you want to get away with. And then you put up with the rest, you know? I don't understand people that are just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to follow the law. It's like, fuck you, man. You're fucking uncreative. You just gotta figure out a way to break the law and not get caught breaking the law. It's like, you really think that people aren't gonna do drugs all because they're fucking illegal? It's just another way to put more black people in prison, man. Reagan. Reagan and Clinton. He sent me the same exact text message back. Message. He sent me a text message. Yes. He doesn't even know what the president is. I could be giving him a pile of shit, you know? We know how people say that. They're like, oh, hey, your rodent left you a present. Like, if you have an actual rodent, like you have a hamster or a gerbil. Not a black person. I can't believe that people, okay, I have to say this, man. I can't believe that people have actually twisted the motherfucker in office. They twisted his words to the extent that they want to make it seem that he's saying that Baltimore is rat infested, and what he actually means is that it infested with black people and people of color. Are you fucking kidding me? If you go to Baltimore, there's fucking rats. You know, all these fucking cities have a rat problem because they're run by Democrats. Maybe he was talking about Democrats. I don't know. A lot of people on YouTube, and I've noticed this, like, if you go on some, like, you know, anti-liberal video, they always like come up with these stupid ass spoofs of like Democrats, and it's just so stupid. Like, that's why I come up with the ones I come up with. I mean, I know y'all tell me if they're lame, but like, people call them Demorats or something like that. Grow up. Either get more creative or just fucking kill yourself. I'm just tired of reading these stupid ass comments. Hey, that's your fault. You need to stop reading the comments, period. I'm sorry, I'm having an Elizabeth Warren moment. I was just like yelling for no reason. Oh, God. I am sick of politics, though. It's just, it has infiltrated the culture to the extent that it's like, man, everything that we do, everything that we think, everything that is happening, like, I mean, I don't want to sound all existential and shit, but it's like, it's always going to be the result of something that happened before, you know? So it's like everything is like that. So, like, whenever, you know, you talk about something, you know, you're passionate for this reason or that reason, it's always going to be political. Like, whether you realize it or not, there's always going to be that element to it. And I think the smarter people acknowledge it, but like, if you're not careful, you can always attribute it to, like, I don't know, one thing. I know you're thinking, well, you always blame the government. I blame the government. I guess maybe I should stop doing that too. You're playing the blame game, only you're constantly blaming the government. Usually it's the government's fault though, man. But anyway, the thing is though, in spite of my beliefs, I mean, I just do my thing, man. I live my life. It, like, I mean, policies do change. They do change things, but it's like, regardless, you just gotta live your life and work around it, rather than just focus solely on it. But it's kind of silly to not acknowledge it at all, and to not admit that, you know, it contributes to the way that things are and the way that people look at things and the stuff that people are talking about. And, you know, you're moving a little bit. That's just because I wrapped around the building here. I hate it when motherfuckers like aren't paying any attention. They're just walking around and they don't see like cars are coming and shit. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world. See, technically I am early. You know, it's 5:04, so I was trying to get here by 5. But I was like, no, you have to have your coffee. You have to have your motherfucking coffee. Do not act like coffee is an option. You have to do it. But technically, like, I'm on the schedule at 7, so I'm actually an hour and 55 minutes early rather than 5 minutes late. Woo! It's so very hot. It's also August. Eventually it will not be August. Eventually it will be September, and then eventually it will be October, and eventually it will be November, and eventually it will be December, and it will be cold again. But it doesn't matter in Tennessee because in December it can still be 85 degrees. That's true. Are you guys familiar with the socks and flip-flop situation? Hold on. So I am removing you from your little camera seat, Vortex. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Mommy's gonna get you. I had to buy some more electrical tape, so I got the big boy. Look at this. You see? I can't tell if you can see that or not. Because I can't fucking see anything with this motherfucking sun! Sorry. Another Elizabeth Warren moment. But, yeah, so that's, what I did to, this, seat belt here. And, to show you what I'm talking about. I used to think that was so lame, but now, like, I do it all the time. It's great. I just feel so classy, you know? I feel so white. It's like a white thing. White people are that, like, unfashionably retarded, you know? But, anyway, I'm gonna go to work. And, oh yeah, I should probably show you what you were propped on here. Look at that. Look at that. You have a seat now, Vortex. You have a seat. Okay, just please go inside. Just stop talking to them. They don't want to know anything else. My other is such a cunt. She's so mean. Okay, so I have this here avocado. Just want to show you guys I really do have it. I'm gonna cut it when I get inside. But this motherfucker is big too. Look at that big ass avocado. Yeah, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna do my job. And I'm probably gonna be even hotter inside than I am sitting in this hot ass car with my AC blowing, and it's not doing anything because I'm pretty sure the motherfucker's broken. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and if you're not, I'll pray for you. Goodbye.